Finding our spark again. What's going on? It looks so good. This is a bombarita. All right, let's head in. Ooh, this is an interesting cover. Oh my God, this makes me just so freaking happy. Hello, my sunny friends. I am so excited to be filming again. I feel like it's been a pretty long time since I've talked to you because I did take kind of a mini break from filming YouTube videos. If you don't know my upload schedule, it's typically twice a week, but I decided to take off one of the upload days because I was just not in the right headspace to be putting myself kind of in long form videos. I did post a couple of Instagram posts, but they were also just like carousels or just random bits and pieces of myself. So if you're interested in just kind of seeing my day-to-day, and I also post a lot of stories, go ahead and check out my Instagram because I feel like that's more of a real-time content from me. I'm not sure if it's inspiration that I'm lacking or I'm just feeling a bit unmotivated and unenergetic. So I just feel like I don't want to put down the vibes here, you know what I'm saying? But I decided to just be a little bit more vulnerable, and I expressed kind of where I was at in my head and mind. In a recent Instagram post, I made it into like a May recap carousel, but in the captions, I kind of described where I was mentally, because I definitely was struggling a little bit that day, especially because the week just felt so overwhelming and I had a lot of anxiety, just not where I wanted to be. So I decided to just be kind of raw and show up as myself, as my true kind of state. I know this is getting a little bit long-winded, but basically what I'm trying to say is that so many people were able to resonate with those feelings this month and in May as well. I just feel like things are just a little bit of a struggle bus, and I feel hopeful that we will all get out of it eventually. It's just we're through it right now. We're going through it. A lot of you left comments and DM'd me saying that you are feeling this exact same way. So I'm glad that it resonated with some. Well, I'm not glad that it actually resonated because I don't want anyone to feel that way, but I'm just glad that we are going through this together. We're doing it together. We will get through it together. We will conquer this together. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for all the lovely comments that you left on that post because it truly meant so much to me, especially when I was in the thick of it. I'm just allowing myself to feel it and take my time with it, slow down, and I really appreciate your patience when it comes to my video upload because I know that things have been a little bit on and off lately. That is kind of a great segue into what we're gonna do together today. I'm actually so incredibly excited because there's going to be a lot of activities that I want to shove into this hangout. I'm not exactly sure what the theme will be, but maybe finding our spark again or something like that. I love filming on Fridays after work because it truly is the best time. Everyone is just in a better mood. We're heading into the weekend and I really like making content on disconnecting from work as soon as the workday is over on Fridays. So we're gonna spend the whole day together. I have an itinerary. There's so many things that I am excited to share with you because later today I'm actually picking up my car. It's been a while. If you don't know already, I created this whole separate video on my car journey and why I had to give my car away to my mom. This was a couple months ago, so I want to say maybe in April or May. No, was it longer ago? Maybe it was in March. Long story short, there was a situation with my mom's car and she couldn't afford a new one on her own, so I ended up gifting my car to her. This car I've had for, I want to say maybe like 12 or 13 years. I had kind of an emotional attachment to this car because it was the first ever big purchase I've ever made on my own. No one helped me to pay it off. It was all me, and I just felt so proud of that. So it was rough for me because not that the car was expensive by any means. It was a Honda Civic. I don't crap on Honda Civics though because they're such reliable, long-standing cars. It's incredible. If I had the choice and option, I would have kept that car and ran it to the ground, like until it would no longer run. Like that's how much I loved it. However, obviously that was not the case. I had to gift it to my mom, and then I had to purchase a new car for myself because we cannot rely on one car in our household because I just have such a crazy schedule of my own. My husband Charlie, he is really, really into cars. So he likes to tweak things on his car. He likes to make customizations. He's always had a nicer car than me just because I just love my Honda Civic. Cars are just not something that I want to pay a lot of money for. I would rather buy a new bag. We spend money on different things, okay? And that's totally fine. However, Charlie really, really wanted me to pick out a car that I truly feel myself in and that I would love and adore and really enjoy the driving experience of, because he just wants to share this joy of cars with me, I guess. So he had a lot of influence on which car that I decided to go with. However, the color that I wanted it in was not available. It was not on the lot. I think the one place that had it in stock, like on the lot, was in Florida. And your girl is not traveling all the way to Florida to pick up a car, okay? That's just not something that I'm interested in doing. So we decided to put in a custom order for this car for this particular color that I really wanted. And it finally arrived. It took, I wanna say, about 2 to 3 months for them to make, ship over, and it be available for me to pick up. So we're gonna do that today after work. Oh my gosh. Romper is also getting a grooming today. Let me show you what he's up to right now. There he is. His favorite spot is on the floor or on the love sack right here with Eeyore, but he's gonna get groomed and bathed and everything today. It was his birthday yesterday, so we gave him a little bit of like a pup cup ice cream situation, and I think he's like zonked out. So he will be all spiffied up and glamorous with his new fur coat and bath. He'll be very, very clean. The most exciting part is going to be the silent sip and read. It's going to be in Fairfax Corner, which is a community town center type of thing, and they're hosting a silent sip and read event. So I'm gonna bring a book with me so that I can read. I'm so excited because I think there's going to be like a book truck. Oh my gosh, doesn't that sound divine? It is a gorgeous, beautiful day outside, so that'll be really nice to just get some vitamin D. We're going to find our spark back, and I feel like there's no better way to do that than do a bunch of fun activities after work on a Friday and heading into the weekend. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I do need to also do a couple of chores, so we will throw those things in there. I need to water my plants. Why do I feel like every time I hang out with you that I need to water my plants? I think the timing just kind of works out that way, maybe. Anyway, I will see you after work with a lot of caffeine.
Hi, Robs. You ready for grooming? He's like, no, absolutely not. Oh, he is very excited now. We have arrived. Okay, so I just dropped off Romper at the groomers. He was whining quite a bit, so I will spare you of that. It was really loud. So he is a very well socialized dog. He just gets very angsty. I don't know if that's the right word, but he just gets very excited and can't contain it. And it just gets expressed as whining. He never barks though, which is kind of funny. Anyway, I'm heading back home now and have to finish up the workday, but it should be a relatively easy day. I feel like it's pretty slow, which is good, but I'm glad that I was able to make it out and get some sun for the time being and drop off the little guy for his groom sesh. I'm so excited to see what he looks like at the end. Oh my God, what a dramatic dog. What the heck is happening? Hey, can you show off your new coat? So clean. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh my God. He looks so soft, and he is soft. Oh, what a cutie. But why? Can we stop? What's going on? Hi. All right. Oh, see? What a good boy. He's so smiley. Okay, come here. What's going on? Oh, you happy dog. You're happy you're home. Wow. What a handsome boy. Wow. You cleaned up real nice. Okay, fast forward to after work because Charlie and I are now at Audi to pick up my new car. I'm very excited. I see it literally in front of me and she looks so cute. I'm excited. Oh wow, I didn't even realize the beeping. Yeah, the beeping, security, what is it called? Like safety features?
Safety features.
It's not very safe, I fear. I have a lot of thoughts on that, but I won't bore you guys with it here right now. But okay, we have to go in because we have an appointment. I will show you the car once I get my hands on it. I'm excited. Here it is, right in front of the store, waiting for me. Oh my god. It's the green one, if you guys haven't been able to tell. One of my favorite colors is green, so obviously I had to custom order it. It looks so good. Wow. Wow, I'm excited. I feel good. I can't believe that I finally have a car again. It feels weird. Hi. We were stuck at the dealership for way longer than I anticipated. We were there for like a total of, I want to say 2 hours, which I mean, I should have known better because we didn't like apply for the loan in advance before our appointment or anything. So I should have known this to happen, but honestly, I just wasn't prepared enough because I had such a busy day at work, unfortunately. For a Friday especially, I was like, what the fudge? Anyway, so change of plans. I am not able to go to the Silent Sip and Read event at Fairfax Corner. I'm actually really sad about it, but it is what it is. I'm in my brand new car now, which is awesome. I'm so excited to have it. We're at a red light, which is the reason why I'm not even holding the camera. My husband Chubbs is helping be the cameraman right now. But anyway, so I had to skip that event altogether because it's right now 7:23 p.m. and we are absolutely starving. So we're gonna go to Taco Bamba instead, and then I'm not gonna be able to go to that event, unfortunately. I'm very sad about it, but I am more hungry than I am sad. So let's go get food together, and then once that's done, we have to make it up somehow, you know? We have to have a little bit of bookish moments in our lives if we weren't able to make it to that event. So I thought we would make a pit stop at Barnes & Noble, which is right next door to Taco Bamba. So it'll be a good time. I'm excited, but I will see you guys there while we eat dinner, and then we'll maybe get some cute cocktails too. Oh, we can get the bar. Yeah. You wanna get the bar? All right, doing a little taste test. What is this?
Wood fire pineapple.
Sounds delicious. I love the tahini around the rim.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that always hits. So good.
Some mezcal to start the day.
And then I got the white sangria. Always a good choice. Cheers. Yeah, that's refreshing. You want to try it?
Yeah.
A little bit of reflection on the new car situation. You know what's funny? I felt a little weird, to be honest with you guys. I felt a little weird showing the car like in a video because I don't know, I just like didn't want it to come across any certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I feel like I see a lot of content creators who really, I mean, it's one thing if it's like a sponsored video, but I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of felt weird, especially because it's such a big purchase and everything. But I was like, you know what? I feel like a lot of people were asking about my car situation after I shared it in the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's here for emotional support.
No, I'm in agreement. Yeah, I'm tracking what she's saying.
I just thought it was so funny because I gave you the mic and you're just like, yeah. Anyway, so I was just saying that, like, because I know that I shared that story with you of what happened in the background and behind the scenes of my beloved
Honda Civic, RIP, that I thought it was meaningful to share with you guys, like the car journey, because I know a couple of you asked what that situation was like for me right now, and you know, I wanted to keep you guys in the loop. And now I finally have a car of my own, and I feel actually like super happy with it, which I didn't ever think that I would feel this way towards a car, which is like very exciting. I don't know. I think I had to drive it, you know, to really feel that and own it, to understand like the joy in the driving experience, if that makes any sense. I hope it does, but yeah, me sharing this purchase online, I hope it doesn't like come across as any, like with any negativity. It's just like, honestly, I just wanted to tell you guys like how this whole situation kind of came together at the end, especially because I did share my story about like my mom and things in my, you know, in the video that I made like a couple months ago when I gave her the car. Do you like the car?
I do. It's really pretty. I
Yeah.
think it's really special.
Do you like the color that we chose? Do you think it was a good decision?
Yeah, I think the color combination was a good decision. Nowadays, a lot of cars, this is going down a rabbit hole, but a lot of cars have black trim on the outside.
For that particular color, or just in general?
In general, I think that's been the trend, but this just sort of breaks that and just adds a little bit more classiness back into the car. So it's cool.
Agreed. Okay, that's all. But we just ordered food. I got taco Bamba, a spicy shroom. Those are under like the tacos nuestros section, and then Charlie got many things.
Many things.
I feel like we always come to Taco Bamba when we have something to like celebrate, like little things that we celebrate, yeah, right? And I feel like this is such a cute little tradition that we've made of coming to the same like bar area. We always sit here too, like in this exact seat. It's awesome.
Low-key, it's actually really nice here.
It is so nice, and I feel like I'm always kind of impressed with the cocktails too. Like they make it very, like the quality control is great. I feel like every single time that we come, the quality of the food, quality of the drinks, everything is like just so good. So I highly would recommend trying out your local Taco Bamba. I had no idea that it was a franchise. Or is it I think it is. There's like multiple locations. So if you have one in your area, definitely check it out.
Sponsor, please.
I wish. All right, here's the spread. Let's go ahead and dig in. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that I did get the corn in a cup. That's so good. This is a Bombarita. Okay, we're walking to Barnes right now. After dinner, oh, there's a GameStop. Honestly, might want to take a pit stop there. Oh, do we want to? Yeah, let's. Sure. Well, why not?
When does Barnes?
9. Yeah, they close at 9. I think it'll be. Oh, do they close?
Oh wait.
They
they
might.
close at 9.
Oh, okay, then let's go.
Well, it's 8:30.
So, I mean, how long are we gonna spend at
that's
GameStop?
fair.
Like 10 minutes max, right? Like.
That's what we said about
I don't know. PS5? Oh.
Do you want
Okay, we didn't find anything at GameStop.
No, we did not.
But I think it's like when you go to GameStop, you need to have an idea of what you're looking for, because that place is just so disorganized. You can never find anything. It's just like a arcade just threw up, and I was like, here you go.
Yeah.
Find what you're looking for.
That's so true. It's easier when you go in with a list and just ask people or ask the store clerks what you need, and they'll find it for you.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna head over to Barnes and Noble now. I'm so excited. I'm kind of in a book buying mood, so we might make some damage. I don't know. We'll see. Because, we're like 3 margaritas in, and you know what that means. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's head in. I'm so excited. I hope it's not too busy, because oh my gosh, it's completely empty. Wow, there's like not even music in here. It's so quiet. I feel so awkward now. Okay, I love new in fiction, so we're gonna have a peruse here first. Ooh, this is an interesting cover. It's called Blob. Why does that intrigue me so much? That looks absolutely horrific, to be honest. Is it like a thriller? That'd be... Oh no, I think it's supposed to be funny. Okay, well, okay. Not what I came here for. I don't see anything that I might want to pick up here. Okay, let's go over. Ooh. I'm not in a thriller mood. I feel like... So right now I'm reading a fantasy. So I'm kind of, maybe like romance? I don't know. Let's go over here. Tom Lake is on my TBR for the summer because, I mean, this cover is just so beautiful, but also I heard it's a really nice summer read. But I have this on my Kindle, so I don't want to buy a physical book of it. I've also heard some mixed things about my year of rest and relaxation, so, but this intrigues me. I heard it's just like a very weird book. But I like weird books. Okay, so that's on my mind. Also on my TBR, I really want to read this at some point, Mad Honey. All the books that I feel like people give very mixed reviews on, I like want to know for myself what it's about. So I definitely want to read that at some point. I don't know if I have that on my Kindle or not. Oh, didn't someone from Middleburg Books say good things about this one? Isola? I feel like she said this is one of her favorite books. Oh my god, I might actually buy this because she was raving about it. I think it's a historical fiction. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I always try to find like the most pristine book out of the pile with like no creases. I literally look through all the copies to grab the one that looks the most pristine. Don't judge me. I know you're judging me right now. Just don't. Okay. I know you do this too. Okay? Okay, this one looks pretty good. Let's put these back. And it's paperback, so it shouldn't be that expensive. It's $19. I feel like book prices have gotten so heightened up. I don't know what it is, but I swear books used to cost like $10. Or maybe I'm just making that up. They were so much cheaper than that. Like this, like paperback is $19. I feel like back in the day, not to age myself, but I feel like they used to be like so much cheaper, right? Like paperbacks and hardcovers used to be like $19, like $20. I don't know, maybe I'm making that up, but we'll see. Also, I love a floppy book. Look how floppy this one is. Flop rating of 10 out of 10. Like, look at this. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna look around a little bit more, and then we will do a little bit of a haul after this because I feel like we deserve one. But this is definitely going to be one of the books that I pick up today. Okay, I will see you guys at home because I feel awkward now. Okay, bye. But this is hilarious. Good morning and happy Saturday, friends. In true Amy fashion, I am extending our hangout into the weekend because I just feel like we didn't get to do a whole lot yesterday. I mean, granted, the plans have changed throughout. So, I mean, I hope you still enjoyed the time that we had together. At least we were able to go to Taco Bamba, and that was a really fun time. I absolutely love that place. Like, I think I go maybe once a month because Charlie and I always try to celebrate something, even if it's something small, and then just make an excuse to go to Taco Bamba is so good. Today's plans are relatively simple, but I am going to try to insert a couple of glimmering moments, if you will, romanticize my Saturday as much as I can because I am also working today. If you are new here and don't know this about me, I do have another side hustle business that I own. It is a bridal makeup business. I am the only makeup artist in my company. I do makeup for weddings, obviously, bridal events, engagement parties, special occasions, all of that stuff. So I am working a wedding this morning. I have to leave the house at around 9:15. It's currently 8:30. I did wake up a little bit earlier so that I can get some breakfast in my system, since whenever I work a wedding, I typically starve myself the entire time, and then I'm not eating until I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 p.m., which is not good for my body or my cortisol levels. So I ate some eggs, and Charlie made some grilled chicken for me to just like shove down my throat. And then I don't typically love eating breakfast, to be honest, because my body just kind of doesn't like it. But I had to anyway. And then I'm drinking some coffee, much needed. I got a couple of things done on my computer this morning since I had the extra time. I looked through some of the documents from yesterday from buying the car, and then I was working on my budgeting sheets to make sure that we account for having monthly car payments. Now I have to go downstairs to my creative studio and just make sure that my kit is all stocked up and ready to go. I always have backup items for everything that's in my kit, so I'm just gonna scan my stash and just make sure that everything is good to go. And if I need to swap anything out, I will do that. On that note, I am actually adding these eye pencils in my kit because if you don't know, Marc Jacobs Beauty finally relaunched their brand recently, and I used to be obsessed with their pencil eyeliners. They are the best long wear, waterproof gel eyeliners that I've ever tried, and then they got discontinued because they decided to separate their ways with a parent company that they were working with. So now they are under their own, I think, umbrella of Marc Jacobs everything. So I decided to purchase the eyeliners in hopes that they are the same, if not better formula from last time. And I am here to report, I'm very happy to say this, they are absolutely gorgeous, beautiful eyeliners. So definitely go ahead and check it out. They are just as good as the other ones that they used to have. So I bought a black and a brown. Essential colors for a bridal makeup kit. All right, well, we gotta get going because I need to set up my makeup kit and then just pack everything, put it in the car. I'll do my best if I have the time to show you guys kind of like where I'm working. Hopefully I can get some footage to share with you as well. All right, real quick, I wanted to do a very simple outfit of the day. So this is basically what I like to wear every time I work a wedding because I wanna be very comfortable and relaxed, but also look professional and presentable since I'm working with clients. But basically a black top. I think that's a very standard makeup artist thing to do. This one is from Skims. It's their ribbed t-shirt. I think that's what it's called. It's so nice. I love this so much. And then for bottoms, this is from Abercrombie. It's a little ragged because I worn it so much, but that's when you know how much you really enjoy a piece. But I wore this so many times because it is just the most comfortable thing ever. It really does fit like pajamas, but it doesn't look like pajamas, you know, because they're pleated and they are made out of linen. I mean, it does nothing for my bum. There's literally no shape there. It just looks saggy AF, but am I comfortable? Is that the priority? Yes and yes. Okay. And then my bag, I'm just going to be bringing a backpack with me because I want to make sure that I have space to store some of my personal belongings and I don't have to like feel like my shoulder is dying. So I just wanted to opt in for a backpack today. That is my outfit. All right, let's go ahead and head out of here. And we're back, and I have no idea what is happening over here. Please excuse that. I think I was scratching myself because of anxiety. I'm not really sure. We are now back at home and I feel pretty good still in terms of energy level, but I definitely had to indulge myself in a second cup of coffee. I changed out of my clothes and just put on some comfy loungewear because I am sweaty. It is so hot and humid outside. It is currently kind of sprinkling. Humidity levels are at an all-time high and it is also 87 degrees outside today. But anyway, Charlie and I are going to eat soon, so we ordered Thai food. I'm so excited. I usually order a pad see ew with beef, or I also love my pad thai like a basic bee that I am, but I like to get my pad thai with chicken. Or my other go-to is drunken noodles because I like it a little bit of spice. But today I was feeling pad see ew because that's just a little bit more saucy and that's what I was craving. But anyway, let's go upstairs because I want to do a book haul and it's going to be a pretty massive book haul because I am going to combine some of the books that I bought last month into this haul so that you guys can see a little bit more variety when it comes to my book choices. And I don't think I ever showed it to you before because I know I showed it to my Patreon members when I did a live stream, but I know I didn't show it here. So I thought it would be a good time to do that all together because I did buy 3 books yesterday and last month I bought way more. So we're gonna combine them and do one giant book haul. Let's go upstairs. I'm gonna bring my coffee with me and my phone and you. So let's head upstairs into my office because that's where I have my bookshelf and my TBR and all of that stuff. This is where I usually work when I work from home for my full-time job. And I do typically work from home Monday through Friday, usually. I do go in here and there, like maybe, I went in yesterday, but it's pretty rare that I go in, maybe like once a month or so. But anyway, let's go ahead and sit on our lovely love sack. I'm telling you, I'm in such comfy clothes. These are like boxer style shorts from Paradiso, Saint Paradiso, I think that's the brand. But oh my God, I'm so out of breath, I'm so sorry. All right, you ready for this? Look how many books that I got. Oh my God, this makes me just so freaking happy. All right, I'm gonna go through every single one of them. Let's start off with the books that I bought yesterday at Barnes & Noble with you. The first one here is such a pretty sprayed edge special edition of The Night and the Moth. I have been meaning to pick this up for the longest time. I just think this book is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that sprayed edge. And it just feels so nice. Like, it kind of has a very gritty kind of textured feel. I don't think everyone will like it, but I thought it was really, really cool. And it's just something different. I have never read anything by Rachel Gillig, and her books have been on my TBR for a very long time. I feel like ever since I started watching BookTube. I think she's the same author who wrote One Dark Window. I think that is a trilogy or a duology, but I've never read that one. And this one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a standalone fantasy book. Unpopular opinion, but I feel like we need more standalone romanticies and fantasies because every single popular romantasy fantasy book is in like a part of a series that's more than 3 books long. And I'm just like, no, we need more standalones, we need more duologies and trilogies because I need them to be bite-sized, and sometimes I'm just not ready to commit to a 7-book long series. Although I love my Throne of Glass, I love my, what is the other one called? A Court of Thorns and Roses, I also love that, but oh, I'm also super excited for the 2 books to be released, a part of that series, but let's not talk about that right now. We need to get through the book haul. I'm so sorry. I'm like yapping away, but this is so high up on my TBR. I am probably going to read this sometime this year, maybe in the fall, because this gives fall vibes 100%. And I honestly have no idea what this one is about. I typically like to go into books blind because I want to be surprised in all fronts, and I just like to dive straight in without knowing that much about the premise. So I'm just like not going to read the back of it and just let it surprise me. Next is Isola, and this one is by Allegra Goodman, and this was actually recommended from a bookseller that I met in Middleburg Books in Northern Virginia. Oh my gosh, she was so funny, and I swear she could sell me anything. She could sell me oxygen. She probably could, because the way that she was explaining this book, it sounded so intriguing to me and fascinating. It is a historical fiction, I believe, which is not my favorite genre. However, I've been more into them lately because I recently finished, what is the book called? Last Night at the Telegraph Club, and that's a historical fiction, and oh my gosh, that book, 5-star read, it's so good. Because I had such a good experience with that one, now I feel like I'm opening myself up to exploring historical fiction a little bit more, and I'm opening myself up to that genre more. I'm so bad at giving synopsis of books, so I'm just going to read the short paragraph in the back of the book because it's relatively short. It says, inspired by the real life of a 16th century heroine, Isola is the timeless story of a woman fighting for survival. Heir to a fortune, Margaret is destined for a life of comfort and privilege. Then she is orphaned, and her guardian, a mysterious and volatile man, spends her inheritance and insists she accompany him on a dangerous expedition. When he discovers that Margaret has fallen in love with his servant, her guardian abandons her on a small island. At the mercy of the elements, she must make her own shelter and find her own food. As the weather turns, blanketing the island in snow, Margaret discovers a strength she never knew she possessed. I feel like this is going to be a pretty heartbreaking story. I hope it's a happy ending, but I am very excited to read this book at some point, maybe this summer, hopefully. The next book is called The Midnight Show by Lee Kelly and Jennifer Thorne, and this is something that I actually noticed at Barnes & Barnes & Noble because of the cover. I thought the cover was gorgeous and I just love a cityscape. When I read the description, it sounded like something that I'd be really interested in, but so funny that this is also historical fiction. It's held in the 1980s, and this is actually about a group of college improv performers, which was so fascinating to me. I don't think I've ever read a book that's quite like this. It is also set in New York, which is a selling point for me because I'm going to New York with Chubbs in November, so I want to have something to read during that trip, and I think this is going to be it because I love reading a book that's set in the same city as I'm traveling. I think it's just such a fun time. All right, so those 3 books were from yesterday's Barnes & Noble trip, and these books I bought kind of sporadically in May, so definitely did not buy all of these at once because that would be ludicrous, but I am so excited for this one. I mean, you guys can already see the cover, but it's Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but I feel like I don't even have to explain what this is about since this is so hyped up and circulating through the internet at a rapid pace. It is like in every single bookstore, the front and center display everywhere I go, I swear. To give you a very brief, probably poor explanation of this book, it's about a female character named Natalie. She is an influencer who promotes her lifestyle as being a traditional American wife. She has privilege, a beautiful home, 6 children, and this type of grand lifestyle that she is projecting in her social media. But then one day she wakes up in that similar lifestyle that she is promoting, but back in time, like in the 1900s. I believe it's like 1855. So yeah, if that is not an interesting premise, I don't know what is. So I'm so excited because this is the book pick for June on my Fable book club. It's free. If you wanted to join, I'll put a link in the description, but I'm so excited to read this in the summer because I just feel like it's going to be such an interesting book. Oh, this book is not something that I bought recently. This is actually something that my friend Ashton gifted me, so I'm gonna put that to the side. But I bought The Correspondent because I also heard amazing things about this book, and this is by Virginia Evans. I literally have no idea what this one is about. I think it's like a series of letters. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. And but the thing is, I have like 0 clue what it's about. But I'm excited because it has very, very high reviews. Next is Legendborn, and I probably shouldn't have bought this yet because I have so many different fantasy series that I still have on my bookshelf currently on my physical TBR that I need to get through before I start reading this, but I couldn't resist because my friend Ashton, she is a huge book lover and she raves about this book, and I've had nothing but amazing things from other people online and in real life too. Next, this is another book that a bookseller recommended me, the same one at Middleburg Books, and she described this book so well in such a funny way that I needed to get it. She said this is a kind of like historical fiction and sci-fi-esque book, and it's a retelling or kind of like a inspired story about Anne Boleyn. That is just intriguing in itself, but I think she has her like head cut off. Very strange. I don't know. That's all I know about this book. I completely forgot how she described it, but it just sounded very interesting to me. This one, Emily Henry's Funny Story. My friend Jenna got me this, so I'm gonna put that to the side. The last book that I hauled during that same kind of time period is Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. I think this is a thriller. So here's the thing about me. Like I said at the beginning, I am always going into books pretty blind, and I've heard descriptions of books from booktubers, and I know that I would like that type of story, so I get the books, but then I completely forget about them. Therefore, I have no idea what this one is about as well, but I do know it's a thriller, and it says, "The farmer is dead. He is dead, and all anyone wants to know is who killed him." So I think it's like thriller / mystery. So I'm very excited. It seems like a pretty short book to get through, and I've heard a lot of great things about this as well. So that is the book haul. I really hope that wasn't too painful to watch, and if it was, I'm sorry. I just really desperately wanted to show you all the books that I did purchase recently, so hopefully it was fun at the very minimum. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some food. conclude, but I think this is going to be the end of our hangout. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I am so glad that you were here to just witness some of the ways that I tried my best to add some joy into my life after some really brutal weeks. I definitely do feel a lot better now and more re-energized, and this was such a great time to just find my spark again. And I feel like this is going to be a long process, but this is the right kind of step towards the right path, in my opinion. So please share in the comments, what are some of the things that you like to do to kind of find your spark back after a pretty bad, rough times in your life? I don't know. I just would love to hear what brings you joy. If you want to see more content from me on slow hobbies, intentional living, balanced living, self-productivity, all that good stuff, definitely go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you to stick around. Cheers to more meaningful days ahead, and let's do this again soon. Bye.